Hello people, how are you all? I'm back with a book review and today I will start my video with a simple question. How much priority do you give to your mental health? Now just ponder over this question. Even answer me in comments if you want to. Well, people who have been here before, welcome back, and people who are new, welcome. This is Mansi from Readers and Creators. The book I'm gonna review is The World's Most Frustrated Man by Abhaidev. I've already reviewed a book by same author, The Influencer, Speed Must Have a Limit. Check that out. And this book is a short book. It's just 66 pages long. And strangely, unexpectedly, I seriously liked this book. Like, how many have you read books on mental health written by men? Or books on mental health which has males as their victim or say the sufferer. I have read many books which include women, which talks about how women face discrimination or gender biasness or society or family issues, everything. But so just a handful of books about males. This book is about men, the frustration, the society expectation, the stereotypes they are attached with, and everything that happens in a male's life ever since he is a boy and as he gradually grow into a man. I am a sociology student, so I am aware with the fact which is surveyed and concluded that women mention more of depression in comparison to men. Because men are just stereotypically bounded to not share their emotions, to not tell people that they are feeling low, because they are always told to be a man, just buck it up and just solve this thing and just move on with your life. They are barely heard and they are often expected to not be vulnerable, to not show emotions, to not become a victim of their own emotions, to not face mental breakdown or heartbreaks. But this book talks about everything opposite that, and that's why I am impressed. Author himself mentioned in introduction that this book is 90% autobiographical. So this is somewhat his personal experiences of life which he wrote in this book. And I think people, when they mention their practical experiences, readers connect well with them because that actually happened with someone. So that's not fictional, that's not fantastical. The narrator, an unnamed narrator, he claimed himself M, he talks about how his whole life changed. He gave this word second life after his disastrous mental breakdown. He went through a mental breakdown after a relationship failure, after being failed at studies, after not being able to fulfill his parents' expectations, after not being able to become the perfect boy, the ideal boy society expects him to be. He went through a mental breakdown and then he came back, not completely, and not even after the book was finished. It's not a happy ending or something. He is going through that process. He is building himself up. He is coming out of that breakdown. And this book is honest. This is straightforward. This is blunt. I think some people might get offended at some sentences or paras, but I myself didn't. Rather, I think it was brutally honest. And I think honesty or truth sometimes hurt us, but we can't deny that that's not the truth. Trigger warning is if someone is like uncomfortable with the words libido or how sex or lust or masturbation plays a role in every human's life, I think you should just keep yourself away from this book. But people who are comfortable with all this or who have already read about all this, just pick this up book. It's a short book. It's a short book, but I will say just take your time to read this. Don't just digest it in a day. He talks about how his physical appearance, how his short height influence his dating life, how everything he does in his life, like guitar lessons, like trying to be good student, trying to get good grades or trying to speak fluent English, everything is connected with his dating life. Everything he is doing to get a woman. And eventually this all just ended in drain because he is unable to feel any sexual thing for women. He is unable to feel any sexual thing at all. He is unable to feel that sexuality within him, and that frustrates him. What frustrates him is motivational speakers, motivational books, self-help books. Everything talks about like they are teaching us from zero, like they are teaching us how to walk, how to talk. People write about weak people in society, like people who are bullied, people who are vulnerable, people who are not perfect, who are not able to meet societal expectations. But I want something to read or watch about people who are doing great in their life, who are performing great in their career, but are still feeling lack of emotions, is still feeling alone, is still feeling like in dark. I want to read for those people. Just talk about that. Just increase the level, because I don't want to like to read from zero. I am in the middle, so start from the middle. That's why author is frustrated with all the motivational speakers or books, because that doesn't help him. He is somewhat frustrated with his therapist also, which he changed rather frequently, because they are all just giving them medications and telling them same things to repeat: do this, do this, do that, do that. When a person is in a darker phase, they might know subconsciously that that thing is right to do, but they are unable to. They are not able to put themselves in that situation, and we need to understand that. Like, I have fever, I ate a croissant, and I feel well. That doesn't help with mental health. I mean, I might get well so soon after going through a breakdown. That other person will take a longer time. That other person will take none time. Like, it is different for every people. In case of fever, croissant will help most of the people. But in case of mental health, there's certain different steps, certain different values for every single person, because what they are going through cannot be same. Someone is going through breakdown in their relationship, someone in their career, someone in their family, someone in their personal abilities. So it's not same, and we need to understand that fact. I loved reading this, and he is rather blunt, and this book is like you are reading into someone's diary, because it's so personal. It feels so personal. Like, if I am writing a draft or something, I will edit it so many times, but he didn't, and I'm glad he didn't. It's a good book. It's a really good book. All the men out there, read it. All the women out there, definitely read this. That's my review. So tell me, how do you like this review? Read this book. It's available on Kindle. Try to read between the lines. Try to go into the depth, and try to get less offended, because people might get, but I don't think author meant that personally. And yeah, till then, keep reading, be safe, be happy. Follow me on all my social sites, and watch my previous videos, and subscribe my channel, please. And bye bye.